Hi, it's Jody. Okay, so today we're going to talk about step three. Um, and this again is the 12 steps and it could be used for anything. So, um, it doesn't matter. Substance abuse, gambling, food, sex, whatever you're addicted to. All right. Now, here's where people get stuck. All right. And the reason why people get stuck is because see, a lot of sponsors just, yeah, okay, and then fly through the first three and then they do the work at four. Um, no, that's not going to work. I mean, it'll work, but you'll do the steps like 10 times. So, in order to get it done correctly, okay, third step says we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him. Okay, so let's break that down. We made a decision, all right? Very important. Important word is decision. So, in other words, choice. We made a choice. We chose. Now, no one can choose for you. Only you can choose for you. All right. So you made a decision to turn your will and your life over to the care of God as you understand Him. So the next important part of this is turn your will and your life over to the care of God as you understand Him. Well, will and lives. So everyone's like, "Oh no! I don't trust. I don't trust. I don't trust." So we go back to two. Back to step two, and step two is where you've come to believe that a power greater than yourself can restore you to sanity. So if you get to three and you're sitting there going, I'm not turning my will or my life over to anything, then you're stuck on two. Okay. It's very difficult to do three without doing two and meaning it. So once you actually believe in a higher power, and again, it's not a doorknob, it's not nature. It has to be something that can act upon your life. Okay? It has to be something that can act upon your life. Now, if you want to use the group, fine. If you want to use aliens, fine. If you want to use guardian angels, fine. If you want to use God, fine. It doesn't matter as long as it's a power greater than yourself. So, in other words, you're believing a power, that's step two, but you're believing that a power greater than yourself can restore you to sanity. So then we get to three. Okay. So now we get to three, and what three is asking is that you made a choice. You're choosing. If you're not choosing, you're not a three. Okay. So just keep that in mind. If you're not choosing, you're a two or one. I don't know. Okay. So you made a choice to turn your will and your life over to whatever higher power can act in your life. All right. A tree is not going to act in your life. A river is not going to act in your life. A doorknob is certainly not going to act in your life. A chair is not going to act in your life. You need something greater than you. And it's no other person because, as we've already discussed, if you watch step two, that you've already realized that you've turned to all your friends and whoever you know, and no one can do really anything about it. Okay, so step three is where this hard part comes in, and that's why people just get stuck. because they don't want to turn their will or their lives over to anything. Nothing. Not a thing. And that means that you don't trust. You don't trust. Okay? And if you don't trust, then how can you believe that there's a higher power? You can't. So, in this crazy world that we are currently in, whether you are for it or against it, that's your business. But it is definitely changing. I don't think anyone can say it's not. And most people might, well, most people will, I forget might, feel out of control because they don't know what to expect. Okay, that's where your higher power comes in. And that's where you turn your control over because you have none. Control is an illusion. It is an illusion. No one has control. You just think you do. You set up your parameter in your home or at your work or in your life. You have your schedule, and everything has to go according to plan, and then you feel comfortable. Okay, well, that's not really going to work because you're not giving up control. And if you're not giving up control, then you don't believe in a higher power. All right. And your life means, hey, if you lose your job, okay, which absolutely sucks, if you have no money, which also absolutely sucks, you have to turn it over to a higher power. That's the only thing that's going to help you. There is a plan for you. And if you don't believe that and you don't trust, then we go back to step 2. Okay. So you have to stop trying to control and you have to just believe it's going to work out. Maybe you weren't meant to be in that profession anymore. Maybe you weren't supposed to be with that person anymore. Maybe you weren't supposed to have that money anymore to learn something. I don't know. Okay. Now I know that's harsh. And I know that people can be like, "Oh, I need money, I need money." I need money too. Okay. I'm broke as everyone else, believe it or not. So everything's so expensive, you get nothing for your money, and that's it. Yeah, it's bad. Um, but you have to trust. I trust that something's going to open up. A window of opportunity is going to open up. And once that window opens, you take that opportunity. You take it because you have given up control. You've given up your life and you've said, okay, I'm just going to roll with it. And I'm going to trust that something greater than me is going to make things better. So that's step 3. And that's why most people won't do it because they don't want to give up control. They think that they're in control. They can believe, people believe whatever they want to believe. That's fine. But the truth is the truth. And if you don't believe, then you're never going to get step 3. And if you do, you're never going to give up your will or your life. Forget your life. You're not going to give up anything. And then you're not going to get anywhere. So you can hop to 4, but this isn't a hopscotch. Okay? Can't just hop over the steps. You have to do them in order. They're in order for a reason. Anyway, my camera is lagging again. Apologize. But the message should be clear. So I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks.